Okay, we're gonna first, we're gonna write our formula at the top. This is the one that's on your star chart. Volume equals 1/3 big B, which stands for what? Area of the base, times this height, which stands for the height of the pyramid or the three-dimensional figure. Okay, so that's what the formula looks like on your star chart. 1/3 area of the base times the height of the pyramid. All right. Since we have triangular pyramid, we know that the bases are what shape? Triangles. Okay. Grab a highlighter in your bucket, and we're going to highlight the two sides that we need of the base. The base is a triangle. Okay. How do we find the area of a triangle?
It's the one that connects to the height.
Right, but how do we find the, what's our formula for area of a triangle? Base times height divided by 2, okay? So what that means is we need the base and the height of the triangle only. So we're going to highlight the 8 centimeter side and this 6 centimeter side. Okay, and Camden, what did you say about how to know what we needed to highlight?
Because the height and the base.
Right, where the height and base of this triangle connect, okay, where this piece and this piece connect, it forms a right angle. Does everybody see that right angle? We've got 2 right angles, but I'm talking about the one where you're highlighting comes together, okay? So we need to use these 2 pieces, this 8 centimeters and this 6 centimeters, to find the area of our base, all right? To find this big B. Okay? Oh, right, because a triangle is base times height divided by 2. Then we have to use the height of the pyramid, which is this piece right here, from the tippy top point of the pyramid all the way down to the center of the base. And you'll see another right angle. And that right angle is there because where the base and height join, it forms a right angle. Okay, it's an imaginary line, but it still forms a right angle. If we were to put like a rod or something down through the middle of the pyramid from the tippy top point down. Okay, so that number right there is going to be the height of the pyramid. Okay, then we have to divide everything by 3 because with pyramids we find the area of the base times the height of the pyramid and divide by 3, just like we did yesterday. All right, only today our base is triangular. So there's going to be an extra step involved because to find the area of a triangle, we have to do base times height divided by 2 times the height of our pyramid, and then we're going to divide all of that by 3. Okay? So our formula is going to look like this. Volume equals, in parentheses, we're going to have the area of our base. So we're going to have base times height divided by 2. That's our big B. That's how we're going to find the area of the base. Times this H out here, which is the height of the pyramid. And after we do all of this, the base times height divided by 2 times the height of the pyramid, after we're done doing all of that, what do you think we're going to divide by? We're going to divide by 3 because it's a pyramid. Okay? So we're adding an extra step from yesterday. Yesterday we just did base times height divided by 3 because we have rectangles and squares. Okay? So volume equals, what's the base and height of my triangle? 8 and 6. So I have 8 times 6 divided by 2. What is the height of our pyramid? 9. Then I'm going to divide all of that by 3. Okay? Inside our parentheses first, what is 6 times 8? 48. And then I have to divide that by 2 times 9 divided by 3. When you get to the other questions, you might wanna get out a notebook paper. I don't know if you're gonna have enough room. Okay, what's 48 divided by 2?
24.
24, I'm gonna carry my work up here. Volume equals 24 times 9 divided by 3. Now I'm gonna do 24 times 9. You see all the steps that we have? You gotta make sure you're working everything out so you don't get confused. 24 times 9. You get 216, 9 times 4 is 36. 18, 19, 20, 21, 216. Now we're gonna divide that by what? 3.
Equals 72.
Okay, so 216 divided by 3 is 72. 72 what? Centimeters cubed. So cm cubed. Okay, let's go on to our next one. Okay, grab your highlighter. Let's highlight the base and height of our base. We know that that's the base and height because it joins and forms that right angle that's right here. And then we have the height of our pyramid that goes through the center from the tippy top to the center of our base. And we're going to work this one the exact same way. So our formula is volume equals, in parentheses, base times height divided by 2 times the height of our pyramid, and then we're going to divide all that by 3. And substitute in our numbers. What do we have for our base?
6 times 8.
6 times 8 divided by 2. And what's the height of that pyramid? 11. And we'll divide all that by 3. And 6 times 8 is 48. So volume equals 48 divided by 2 times 11 divided by 3. And what's 48 divided by 2? 24. So volume equals 24 times 11, and then I'm going to divide that by 3. We got to finish the top, right? So we still have to do 24 times 11. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 2 is 2. Add our 0, we get 4, 2, 264. Good job. Are we finished?
No.
What do we have to do? One more step.
Divide by 3.
Divide by 3. What'd y'all get when you divided by 3? 88? 88 what? Miles cubed. Excellent job. It's not hard, there's just a lot of steps, and you're going to have to make sure you keep everything organized. Okay, and my organization here is questionable because I'm going into 2 different columns. Okay, on the third one, what 2 sides do we need to highlight for the bases of our triangle? The 6 and the 8, again, is it always going to be 6 and 8? No, but how do we know that that's the base and the height of the triangle?
That's where the height is.
There's a right angle formed where they meet, okay? And then our height of our pyramid goes from the tippy top point all the way down to the base. Volume equals, what formula do we need to write?
Base times height divided by 2 times 11.
Okay, in parentheses, we're going to put base times height divided by 2. That's the area of our triangle. Base times height divided by 2 is the area of the triangle. Times the next height. What's the next height represent? What's this height represent? The height of what? The height of the pyramid. And then since it's a pyramid, we're going to divide the volume by 3. We're going to take 1/3 of it. So we're going to plug in our information. Our triangle is 6 times 8 divided by 2. And the height of our pyramid is 10. And we have to divide by 3. 6 times 8 is
48.
48. What's 48 divided by 2?
24.
24. I'm just going to skip a step then. 24 times 10, and then I have to divide that by 3. I divided by 2. 6 times 8 is 48. Divided by 2 was 24. Times 10. So this is the area of the base, times the height of our pyramid, which is 240, right? So I multiply those together. And if I divide this by 3, what'd y'all get? 80 what? Miles cubed. Okay. So y'all are going to keep working like this. Question right here is number 1. Question number 2. Question number 3. And y'all are going to go ahead and keep working 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just like we were. Make sure you write your formulas. Make sure you're plugging everything in and showing your work. Once you've done, you're going to complete it for your assignment. Once you're finished plugging everything in and showing your work, I do not mind if you check your answers with a calculator. Just make sure you go back and fix whatever needs to be fixed if you missed it. Does that make sense? Okay.